The Tecno Pop 9 is another addition to the list of budget entry-level smartphones of 2024. Just like the other Pop devices, the Pop 9 is also for a specific target audience. But this time around, Tecno switched the knob a little bit up by introducing some new features to the Pop 9, like the RL Blaster here, the 4.5G network connectivity, which they claim is 100% faster than the 4G, and also a high refresh rate of 120Hz. Tecno also promises a 4-year no-lag experience while using this phone. Okay, we will see about that. It comes in a simple pack and I am glad they included all the accessories as displayed here in this video. The Pop 9 is available in just two colors, the grizzly white and the sultry black, which is what I have here for this review. I got mine for 114,000 naira for the base model, which is the 3GB 64GB storage variant. The 3GB 128GB and the 4GB 128GB storage variants are sold for 127,000 naira and 132,000 naira respectively. So now I'll be sharing my thoughts about this phone based on my personal experience. The design of this phone is the first thing that caught my attention because of the striking resemblance it has with the iPhone 13, especially the rear view. The black is made of plastic with a matte finish, and I love that this phone somehow gives off a blue and sometimes a grey color in the light. The frame of the screen is almost bezel-less, and the punch-hole selfie camera makes it look expensive and premium. The frame of the phone is also made of plastic and it is slim with curved edges. It has dual speakers, one at the bottom here and the other one at the top, and they are really loud. The speakers of this phone have the DTS effect, which basically means that the speakers deliver the kind of sound you will get in movie theaters and home theater systems. The display is a 6.67-inch IPS LCD with 720 resolution. Tecno also claims that this Pop 9 has a 120Hz refresh rate screen, but while using the phone, it did not feel like a phone with 120Hz refresh rate, and from the settings, there is no option to set it at always 120Hz refresh rate. So basically, the phone decides for you when to use the 60Hz and when to use the 120Hz refresh rate. Because of this, I decided to use an app to check the refresh rates. Actually, I used two apps and they both gave me the same result of 90Hz refresh rate for this device. So Tecno, why? What is really going on? In terms of viewing experience, honestly, for a phone with 720 resolution, I was not expecting much, so I can't say I am disappointed in this aspect. Although I feel Tecno should have gone for the full HD resolution with 60Hz refresh rate option of its Unisoc processor for a better viewing experience instead of this 720 resolution 120Hz refresh rate, of which the 120Hz refresh rate is nothing but just a gimmick. However, you can watch YouTube videos on this phone at up to 1080p, which is reasonably okay for a better viewing experience on YouTube. One good feature about the Pop 9 is that it is IP54 rated, protecting it from dust and water splashes, which is a plus for this device when compared to their other entry-level smartphones. The battery of this phone is one of its other good features, as it comes with a 5000 mAh battery capacity that would probably last you for over a day or more. But this obviously depends on how you use the phone. It comes with a 15-watt charger that offers you 15-watt fast charging, and charging the phone from 40% to 100% took me about an hour and 50 minutes. This phone runs on Android 14 Go with Tecno's custom iOS 14 UI, which is okay for an entry-level smartphone like this one. It is powered by the Unisoc T615 with a 12nm octa-core processor. The performance of this phone is of course as it should, basic. It is an entry-level smartphone for basic use for calls, surfing the internet and light gaming. Nothing tasking at all. I tried the Call of Duty Mobile on this phone and I was able to play the game at low graphics settings. Some games like the Asphalt 9 and the Call of Duty Warzone were not available for this phone. But this is probably because this particular one I have for this review is the base model, which is the 3GB 64GB version. So if you plan to get the Pop 9, you should try as much as possible to go for the 4GB RAM 128 GB internal storage version of the phone. As I mentioned earlier in this video, one of the best selling features of this Pop 9 is the 4.5G network. It shows 4.5G here when you put in your SIM, and it does deliver a faster network speed than the 4G. As for the 4-year ultimate smooth performance with lag-free experience, Tecno promises for this device, I don't know where that is coming from because I have already experienced some lags in the course of testing and using this phone for this review. With a 13 megapixel main camera, the camera is kind of a letdown considering that other phones within the same price range have higher megapixels. Also, the Unisoc T615 that powers this phone has the capacity to support up to 108 megapixel camera. So why give us a 13 megapixel camera? Another thing to note is that this phone only has one camera lens at the back. This second one here is the IR Blaster remote control. The camera has dual flash, one at the back and one in front for the selfie, which is good for better lighting when using the cameras. It records videos to up to 1080p 30 frame rate. Okay, so here is a video taken from this phone camera, and the audio is also coming directly from the phone. I will also attach some pictures taken with this phone camera, and you be the judge of the camera quality. Overall, the Tecno Pop 9 is a good budget entry-level smartphone. It has a reliable performance thanks to its Unisoc T615 processor. The build quality, the long-lasting battery, and the 4.5G network for faster speed make this phone an excellent choice for those looking for a budget phone for their basic smartphone needs. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.